morning, everybody. My name's Cody, and I want to thank you so much for stopping by today. Hey, I hope you're having a great day today. Wanted to thank you for stopping by and checking out what we're getting up to today. I've got a number of things that I'm working on today. I just went up here to check on our sunflower field. Obviously, it's in a bit of a rest period now in the winter while things are cold. But I just went around the perimeter to check our electric fence to make sure that that was still working, and we are all good there. I do have another thing to do in one of the dog parks. So I'm gonna up in the yard here, grab some tools, and I'm just gonna go down there and get that taken care of. So let's go see what our next job is. Years past, this actually used to be our sheep pen. We'd have the sheep running around in here, and this is where they would graze, and we had a little sheep barn and everything like that. We've since converted it, of course, to an off-leash park. But every now and then, some relics from the past seem to make their way through the grass and the weeds, and we have to come take them out. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure if you can see or not, but right here is a metal grate. It looks like it might have been a gate or a fence post, or most likely it looks like a gate. Anywho, it has been left in here for probably the last 60 years, and we have this tree right here. That is a wild honeysuckle, and it's grown up right through the middle of the grate there. So obviously having a metal grate hidden in the grass, not a great thing for our guests to run into. So I'm going to try to get this cut out of here, and yeah, let's keep going. Nice and frozen into the ground. Alright, there we go, got that grate out of the ground. It was a little sunk in there on that one end, but that's okay. We were able to chip it out and get it gone. So it's quite a large grate here. There's hinges on the end, so that kind of makes me think that it was maybe a gate. At some point, I also found charcoal under the frozen bit there as well, so there's also a good chance that this was a grate to a fireplace at one point in its history. But if these trees could talk, oh boy, I tell you, I wouldn't want to hear what they have to say. But now that this big hunk of metal is out of the enchanted forest, it's going to be a lot safer for all the dogs that use this place to burn off their energy. So we find stuff like this, you know, not often anymore. We've been at this park now for about 5 years, so a lot of the archaeological treasures have been discovered already, but that's not to say that there's not more out here somewhere. So we always keep an eye open for those sorts of things, just to make sure that it's as safe as possible for our four-legged friends. We wouldn't want one of them running and catching a paw in one of those metal corners there. That wouldn't feel very good. So that has been exhumed from the park, and we'll get it tossed away here. But that was the first job today, so let's move on to something else. So still in the enchanted forest here, and I don't think I've given a thorough walkthrough tour of all of the parks. I don't know if that's something that you guys would be interested in, just kind of even like a little highlight reel of each of the park's features, and maybe, you know, a fun little history lesson as to what they used to be. As I said, you know, this about 2 acres here used to be at one point where we kept our sheep, and I don't know if I'll be able to see it or not. Right back here where that picnic table is, that used to be where the little sheep barn was, and I actually reclaimed a lot of that wood for that feature wall that I made inside the market building there. So just kind of upcycling some of the old features of the property, making it something old new again. I think that's a really good use of our resources. But anyway, I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to toss that metal grate out here and continue on my merry little way. Okay, I know I said I was going to get rid of throw out this grate, but don't tell my wife, and if my wife is watching this, just skip ahead for the next 10 seconds or so. But I'm just going to tuck the grate up in and behind the market here. Let's see here, just right there. I hate to throw it out. I don't know, it's probably garbage. I'm sure there's a lot of people saying that it is garbage. Hey, whatever, you know, I'm gonna keep it for 6 months. Maybe it has a use around here, I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. So I'm gonna keep it here and maybe it'll come to use somehow. But if it doesn't in 6 months to a couple of years, I'll toss it out then. But in the meantime, waste not, want not, right? So we'll just keep that tucked around back here, and it might come to use. Who knows? So yeah, we'll just keep that between us there. But on to the next job. We're back inside now, and if you remember from last week, I was full on struggle bearing the carpet and the laminate off of this area of the building that we're going to be working on. So I've got a little bit of a laminate down here. I'm just going to finish the catwalk and call that good for today. But just wanted to bring you along with the whole process here. I think this new color looks a little bit more updated than that older stuff that we had. And yeah, I'm just going to keep laying some flooring here. So let's get to it. Went pretty smooth all in all, so we got a new upgrade here. I still have to do the stairs, of course, but I'm going to call it a day for the laminate today here, and get that maybe done tomorrow. But a great upgrade, looks great, installs really easily, and really easy to work with as well. So anywho, that's the landing done. So yeah, I'm still going to put baseboard on. I got to case the windows, case the doors, those sorts of things. But that'll be like a finishing touch at the end there. So maybe next week I'll do the stairs. We'll see how she goes. But yeah, that was a good job all in all. But we're on to the next project. So let's get back to work. Okay, moving on to the next thing here. Now that the landing there has been re-floored, I just want to switch out some of our faucets. They're getting a little bit rusty and corroded, and they leak even when they're turned off. So I'm just going to go and get those things switched around here. So let's get to it. Here we go. There's two of them. I've got four altogether to do. So I'm just going to get our main water valve shut off, and then I can get these replaced here. This here is the main water valve for the building. So just get that turned off. There we go. Now, once that's turned off, I just need to bleed out the water lines here. So I'll turn them on. There we go. Okay, there we go. So now there is no more water pressure to worry about, so I can get the faucets taken off here and switched around. So let's get on to that. So whenever you're doing plumbing or water work like this, always put a little bit of Teflon tape on the end there, and that's going to keep the water from squirting out any of the threads. So a little bit of Teflon tape, and we'll get that installed here. Simple as just putting it back in the hole there. Okay, let's get the other side done. I replaced this one already. Probably a good idea to bleed out the valves before you take them off, but that's something to file away in the old memory bank for next time. There we go. You can see now the water drains into the tub as opposed to into the wall there. So just a little key piece of information if you want to do this at home. There we go, got them all turned, or all switched around here. So I'm going to just turn the water back on, come back, make sure that there's no leaks, and yeah, we'll go from there. There we go, water is turned back on, and there don't appear to be any leaks from the piping to the new outlet. So what you want to do, I guess, is check for leaks where you put in the new faucet there. So no leak in there. Doesn't appear to be any leak in here either. So that's really what you're looking for there at the end of the day. So that's good. Now let's move on to the next thing. All right, the new faucet been put in, tested, no leaks, so that's fantastic. Getting kind of late here in the day, so not too much left to do, but I got one more thing I gotta get started. So let's hop upstairs and get that going. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to work on today is, I'm not sure if many people, or if you know, but I do sell heirloom seeds, vegetables and a few flowers. And what I have to do now is sort and package, but before I do that, I've got to stamp and label all of my envelopes. I've got 3,000 here that need to be done. I'll just give you a quick idea as to what I'm in for the next little while. So these are the blank envelopes that I use to package my seeds in. And there's that. So what I need to do 3,000 times is take my stamp. Let's see where you can see it here. There we go. With a stamp. Wait for it to focus. Not sure if that's going to focus or not, but that's essentially what it is. And then after that, I've got the labels that I've made. They're all here. It's just a few of them. Each sheet is a different variety. I think I've got about 200 varieties this year, so that's exciting. And so anywho, after the stamps are done, I got to package the seed, and then I got to put on the label. So yeah, like I say, I've got 200 varieties and a lot of work left ahead of me. Okay, so yeah, these are just some of the seeds, bean seeds, I don't know. But anywho, I gotta go through these, get them sorted, labeled, packaged, and inventoried. So that's what I'll be working on probably for quite some time yet. But that's okay, it keeps me busy and out of trouble. But yeah, I got a little bit of work left to do here, so I'll get right back to it. Alright, well I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today. It's been another busy one for sure, and I want to thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. Absolutely, it's just been so nice to be able to interact with people from the channel, people who have found the channel, from all over the place, you know, down in the States and all across Canada. It's just been so interesting to see how people found out about us and that they just enjoy seeing us. So that's been a lot of fun. So I just wanted to thank everybody who's taken the time to, you know, subscribe or to like a video or to comment. All of that really does add up for sure, and I do appreciate it. So yeah, without any further ado, I just want to thank everyone so much for stopping by today, and whatever you get up to for the rest of it, I hope you have a great day, guys. So take care, and until next time, see you later. Bye now. There we go, one of our beautiful owls, just enjoying this nice day today. Oh, they sure are beautiful, aren't they?